Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to week number 121 on the dividend investing case study with Wealthsimple Trade. Like usual, in today's video, I'll be giving you guys an update on my Wealthsimple Trade Canadian dividend-based portfolios. We'll jump aside the portfolios and I'll show you guys how my stocks have been doing for this week. I also got some stocks I'm going to be buying today, so I'll give you guys an update on that. And we did get a lot of dividend payments, so I'll give you guys once again an update on all the dividend income. And I'll show you guys my plans that I have going further towards the end of the month, so stay tuned for that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to jump aside the portfolio. I'll give you guys an update on how our stocks are doing, and we'll see how our stocks have been performing. Alright guys, so we're back in the part of the video where we'll do a portfolio update on my Wealthsimple Trade portfolios. So we'll do a quick little overview here of the two different accounts, and then we'll dive into them, and I'll give you guys a quick little recap of how the portfolios are doing as well as the stocks inside of them. So our total portfolio value at the time of doing this video is $115,856, so just under $116,000. We have two accounts here, one a personal account that has about $17,000 and a TFSA that has $98,000. The TFSA is the oldest account and the biggest account, as you guys can see. The main goal was to max this out and get it as high as possible. The 1 day return for the TFSA is negative $300. The 1 week return is negative 1%. So we've seen a bit of a dip inside the TFSA, most likely probably coming from the US stocks. 1 month return is up 4%, however. So that's still a pretty big recap overall. Pretty good gain overall, I should say. And then over the past 3 months, we're up 1%. The past year, we're up 12%. And then all time inside the TFSA, we are up 16%, which is about $13,000, just under $14,000. So the TFSA is going up and down a lot, but nonetheless, it's still pretty good return overall. We have a bunch of different stocks inside the TFSA. We have some Canadian stocks, nothing too crazy here. So we have Algonquin Powers and Utilities, currently sitting at negative 4%, so that did recover quite a bit. ATD, we have Alimentation Couche-Tard Class A, what is now called as Class A shares, up 16%. This is one we've been buying regularly, so it's been going pretty good. CNR has been doing pretty good, up 17%. Fortis, once again, up 15 or 16%. HYLD is the new covered call ETF. I've kind of been buying more inside the portfolio, mostly just for passive income. We should get our next payment, I think, over the next couple days or so. Up currently 6%, which is kind of funny. We'll see how that goes over time. RioCan is up 24% overall. Probably looking to sell RioCan maybe over the next month or two. I'm actually going to be taking out some money to pay for some taxes. I'll talk about that towards the end of the video, so I might be looking at that. Severe Corp, we have a small holding here, up 13%. TELUS is up 24%, actually doing quite well. TD up 41%, which is doing really, very well. And then we have our two ETFs at the bottom. VDY up 24%, and then VFE up 4%. So obviously over the past little while, we've seen Canadian stocks do quite well. All of our big Canadian stocks are up quite a bit, and our US stocks are kind of lagging behind. So we're probably going to want to hold on to the US shares for when the market rebound happens. But you guys can see here, we're pretty much focused a lot in the US markets here inside of the TFSA, with a little bit of Canadian markets as well sprinkled in. So it's kind of almost like a 50-50 approach with a little bit more US stocks. So that's kind of what's been going on inside the TFSA. If we go inside the personal account here, we have $17,000. This one is much more focused on Canadian stocks. However, over time, I'll try to kind of bring it to be the same as the TFSA. The 1 day return is about 0%. The last week return is roughly about 0% again, so not much happening there. The 1 month return is up 4%. 3 months return is up 4%. 1 year is up 12%. And all-time return is up 12% inside the personal account. So that's $1,835. So you've seen a pretty steady growth inside this account over time. And this is mostly just from Canadian stocks having a pretty, towards the end of 2021 and the beginning of 2022, Canadian stocks have just done a little bit better. And since we do hold more Canadian stocks inside this portfolio, they've done well. More or less the same stocks as our TFSA, as you guys can see. We've just bought them a little bit later on. So a little bit difference in terms of returns. The only differences we have are CNQ. We bought CNQ for gas and oil. That's kind of my gas and oil stock I've been buying. Once again, we have HYLD in here. We have Manulife, Power Corp of Canada, which is another financial company. And slowly over time, I will be adding some more companies inside the personal account that are mostly Canadian focused overall. And really quickly, guys, I just want to mention Wealthsimple Cash. Wealthsimple Cash is an app that you guys can use to deposit money into account and use it online to pay for purchases. There's no monthly fees or no fees for deposits and withdrawals, and it's a cool little platform that you basically can use to send money everywhere, get some cool rewards, and you do get a free cool cash card that you can use, kind of like a credit card, except the fact that you don't need any credit to apply or to get it. So it's super easy to set up, super easy to get going, and I highly recommend it if you guys want to use it to help get some rewards. All the rewards do get deposited inside your Wealthsimple account, so you can use that to buy stocks in the future. And if you guys want to get started, you guys will get $10 if you join using my referral code. So it'll be a link in the description of this video. You guys can use the referral code. Just type in the code here, set up an account, and you'll get $10 to get started with that you can use for whatever you want with Wealthsimple Cash. Alright, so the stocks we're going to be buying today are going to be focused mostly inside of our TFSA, since we did get some dividend payments inside of our TFSA recently. We got $143, so I'm going to be using that money inside the TFSA, and then we also got some money inside our personal account that we will put into some stocks as well. So the first one I'm going to be buying, like usual, guys, because I am building up my position of HYLD to kind of increase it inside the portfolio to get more passive income. I will probably put about $100 toward HYLD, so that's going to be the first stock I'm going to be buying, which is going to be about $100, which is about 6 shares of HYLD. So I'll put that through once again, and I will give you guys an update. If I refresh this here, I'm not too sure if that went through or not. Maybe there we go. Looks like it went through. So our all-time return of HYLD is up 5% since it first started. This is a new fund. I did do a video on it recently if you guys want to check that video out. But inside of our TFSA, we have $1,000, looking to build it up to be a lot more, to about 10% range. It's about 1% of the portfolio right now. We are up 5%, which is kind of interesting because it's not a growth fund or anything like that. I'm sure it'll go down and change over time, especially since it is a dividend-based focused fund. But I just wanted to update you guys on that. So HYLD will buy inside the TFSA, and then the other stock I'm going to be focusing on is going to be Fortis. So Fortis is a company I've bought a long time for the past little while. It's just a good energy-based company. I like the defensiveness. I like the consistent growth of it. I have about $980, so I'd like to add the $40 here to maybe buy a fractional share or something of Fortis to bring that up. But Fortis has done quite well for us, up 16% inside of our TFSA, doing quite well. So I like the stock. I think it's a great dividend and dividend growth based company. So I'm going to put a fractional share inside of our TFSA for that, and that'll be about $40 or so. Put that through, and that'll go through at the end of the day. And inside the TFSA, inside the personal account, it's going to be probably, I'm going to be buying HYLD. Again, we only have $30 today, so we don't have a lot we can spend, but we could buy any one of these stocks, honestly. I think I'm just going to put into HYLD once again just to build that position and to get it going to increase the dividend income. So I'll put that through here. It doesn't look like we can do fractional buys for this one, so maybe I'll buy 1 share of this, put that through inside the personal account, and then what we'll do is we'll go back inside the personal account just to refresh the page. Actually, it looks like it doesn't update. I'll just refresh it really quickly. And that should bring us to the $30 there. So what we'll do is I'll probably just end up buying something with a fractional share here. So we could buy like we could buy VFB or something. We could buy TD. I'm actually going to put it into TD, I think, just to kind of buy something that I like. So we'll put the rest of the $30 here into TD, and that'll be the stocks I'm going to be buying for today inside today's video. And we did get a lot of dividends already for the beginning of March, or at the beginning of April, I should say, and towards the end of March. So I'll do a quick little update here since we did get some pretty big dividends. We are awaiting some more. It's always within the first 2 weeks or so you get the bulk of your dividends. And then we also have some big ones coming up towards the end of the month as well. So on April 1st, we got a dividend from TELUS inside of our personal account for $9. We also got a dividend from TELUS inside of our TFSA for $10 since we hold it inside both accounts. And then we got a dividend from VFE inside the personal account for $8. And then we got a nice big dividend from VFE inside the TFSA for $123. So that's some of our big ETFs paying out. We still are waiting for VDY and some other ETFs as well as some individual stocks and our HYLD to kind of help bump up our dividend income in terms of payments for this month. Now let's jump over the spreadsheet and we'll take a peek at the monthly dividend income overall. And like usual, just to kind of close out the videos, we do a quick little update on the monthly dividend income that our portfolio has basically been earning over time. So it's been a steady increase. We'll do a quick little update on the last few months. So in January, we got a dividend payment of $369. In February, we got dividends of $129. In March, $155. And then April, we already have a dividends of $151. So like I said, April is going to be a big month. It's going to be similar to January because we do have a lot of big funds paying out, and we are working on building up that those monthly dividends on a regular basis. So we should see that increase. And like usual, guys, all the dividend payments are going back inside the portfolio. I'm investing my own money as well to try to grow it as quickly as possible. And our total dividends that we earn in total is $2,411 inside the entire portfolio if we add up all the monthly dividend income. Alright guys, so my plans going towards the end of April, towards the middle of April, is going to be more or less the same. I do have plans to sell some stocks because I do have to pay some taxes. Working from home, I do kind of pay tax towards the end of the year or towards tax season. Going towards next year, I probably will have to do installments, and that's probably the better way to do things so you're not left with a big tax bill. But the fortunate news is that I am able to pay for it. It's not a big chunk, and I do have the money saved up, so it's not a big deal at the end of the day. So I'm going to be doing a video probably pretty soon talking about that. I'll go over some things that you want to look at when you want to buy or when you want to sell stocks inside your portfolio, since we have some different stocks, some stocks doing well and a bunch of different sectors and whatnot. It can be a little confusing at what stocks are the best ones to sell. So I'm going to do a video kind of updating you guys and talking about that probably either next week or the week after. So that's kind of my plans for the future with the portfolio. Alright guys, that's it for today's video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care. If you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a big like and remember to subscribe to the channel if you guys want to be notified of when I do these videos. Take care, I'll see you guys later, and have yourself a good week.